Today I'm going to be talking about Composer 2.5. This is a very interesting update from Cursor, but not only that, I'm going to be talking about Cursor in general, and the reason is I just discovered you can use Cursor completely for...
The headline says Composer 2.5, but the sharper story is Cursor lowering the cost of trying agentic coding again. Free access gets people back in the IDE. A fast, cheap model keeps them there. That matters more than the exact model name, because most builders do not need a perfect benchmark. They need a tool that starts fast, edits files, opens a browser, and does not make every experiment feel expensive.
And one thing that the new Composer model is known for is fast, accurate, and very, very cheap coding. Now, obviously, everyone knows that this is just Kimi 2.5. No one leave that comment, all right? Everybody knows it's Kimi, all right? Stop. God, some people in this space are so annoying. Like, they feel the need to just put people down. We know it's Kimi, all right? That doesn't mean it's not good, right? They trained Kimi by Cursor, which is a billion-dollar company, to make a cheap model for them to use internally is very, very interesting.
This is the caveat I care about. If Auto will not tell you what model is actually running, treat the output like a useful draft, not a known engineering dependency. That is fine for prototypes, landing pages, internal dashboards, and throwaway scaffolds. It is less fine for code where you need predictable behavior, reproducible reviews, or a model-specific workflow. Free is not bad. Unknown is the part to manage.
Okay, no, this is definitely a different model. Holy crap, this thing flies. Okay, so let's see how this compares to whatever the hell I was using.
Once he switches to confirm Composer 2.5, the pitch gets clearer. This looks like a speed model. I would use it for first passes, UI layout, translation variants, boring component wiring, small refactors, and anything where a human can inspect the result in a browser quickly. I would not make it my default for deep architecture, security sensitive changes, or long multi-file migrations until the repo can prove the work with tests.
So 0.5% of my usage for one website, right, is extremely...
Bigger pattern is that every coding product is turning into the same agent app. Cursor has browser tools, rules, skills, MCPs, and sub-agents. Codex, Claude, and Antigravity are circling the same shape. The IDE is less about editing text now and more about giving an agent a workspace, a browser, some repo rules, and a way to prove the change happened. The free tier should change how you test tools, not how you ship software. Use free auto to learn the workflow and see if Cursor fits your habits. Use pay Composer when speed actually saves money. And if the model is hidden, write that into your process. Smaller prompts, smaller diffs, visible screenshots, and no silent changes to the parts of the app that can hurt users. My checklist will be boring on purpose. Ask it for one screen, one bug, or one refactor. Make it explain the files it touched. Run the ad before judging the answer. Compare the browser result to the prompt, not just the code. If it is cheap enough to generate 10 attempts, it is also cheap enough to throw 9 of them away. But my take is simple. Cursor's move is smart. Free gets people in. Composer 2.5 gives them a reason to stay. The mistake would be treating fast as the same thing as trusted. Use it where speed compounds, prototypes, UI polish, small tickets, and quick experiments. For production, keep the boring guardrails, run the app, read the diff, check the fail edge cases. The model can be cheap. Your review process cannot be.